Shows how to deal with problem shots of all kinds. Best of all, learn everything at your own pace.
You'll play better golf after you watch these videos.
Play Great Golf costs just $79.95. Order now and get Arnold Palmer's new hardcover book, a $24.95 value, free. Call 1-800-257-1234 now.
On Friday night NBA, it's a showdown in the league's hottest division as Atlanta and Dominique Wilkins square off against Indiana. 8:05 Eastern on the Superstation Friday.
In 1962, Edward W. Brooke was elected Attorney General of the state of Massachusetts, making him the first African-American in history to be elected to this high position. In 1966, he was elected to the United States Senate, making him the first African-American since 1881 to be elected to that high position. Remarkable victories, especially since Massachusetts, a state that had only 2% African-American in terms of voting population, it is heavily populated by Democrats and Catholics. Edward Brooke, a Republican, an African-American, and a Protestant, was elected in that state. This is Mayor Johnny Ford saluting Senator Edward Brooke and a great moment in our history.
Tonight, Robert Taylor broke him out of jail, but Richard Widmark won't let their debt die. The Law and Jake Wade, the Superstation movie presentation.
Friday night NBA, it's a showdown in the league's hottest division as Atlanta and Dominique Wilkins square off against Indiana. Live at 8:05 Eastern on the Superstation Friday.
Friday is the best. Superstation TBS at the hoop.
Help Glass Plus celebrate its new sprayer foamer, and we'll give you a free roll of Scott towels. No glass cleaner works like Glass Plus. It sprays, and now it foams to stay where you want it and clean without streaking. We're so sure you'll love it, we'll give you a free roll of Scott towels when you buy Glass Plus. Look for this coupon right on the bottle.
Thanks, guys.
Now more than ever, Glass Plus cleans glass, plus a whole lot more.
In business, a lot can happen. If you want to keep up every week, you have a choice. Not Forbes, not Fortune. You can read Business Week, or you can read a week of the Wall Street Journal. Either way, you'll find out all you need to know. The question is, how much time are you willing to spend in the process? Business Week is designed for busy people. One look at the cover, and you'll know exactly where to turn inside. A quick scan of the contents page, and you'll have all the events of the week that interest you. Business Week does more than inform. It entertains, with stories that are compellingly told in both words and pictures. If you want to keep up with what's going on out there every week, all year long, there's more than one way to go about it. The choice is yours.
Business has never looked better in Business Week. And if you subscribe right now, you can take advantage of a very attractive offer. 32 issues for the low basic rate of only $24.95. That's just 78 cents an issue. A savings of more than 60% off the $2 cover price. And along with your paid subscription, Business Week will send you one more valuable business tool. The Business Week Compact Office on the Go, free. It has all the essentials you need to work at home, on a plane, or just about anywhere. And remember, it's free with your paid subscription to Business Week. Here's how to subscribe.
Just call 1-800-468-1300 and we'll send you 32 issues of Business Week for only $24.95. This low basic rate saves you more than $39 off the cover price. The compact Office on the Go is free with your paid subscription. The number again is 1-800-468-1300. Call now.
Hi,
Hi, it's me, Grandpa, and I'm going to be your host on Super Scary Saturday. This week we are going to see The Thing, a real chiller about a giant frozen vegetable with a taste for human blood. Another competitor.
You've got to do something about it, you've got.
So join me, Grandpa, for The Thing on Super Scary Saturday.
Noon Eastern on a Superstation Saturday.
We now return to The Law and Jake Wade, starring Robert Taylor.
From the Headline News Network, this is TBS NewsWatch.
The Chicago City Council tonight approved an ordinance allowing night baseball at Wrigley Field. The man for whom the field was named, the late Bill Wrigley, never wanted night baseball, but the council voted 29-19 to allow 8 night games during the 1988 season and 18 games each year until the year 2002. Panamanian President Eric Arturo Duvalier has fired Panamanian strongman Manuel Noriega as head of the armed forces. Noriega, who has maintained his innocence on U.S. charges of drug trafficking and racketeering, was replaced by the Panamanian Chief of Staff, Colonel Marcos Justine. As Secretary of State Schultz arrived in Israel today, there was a new outbreak of violence in the occupied territories. 2 Palestinian protesters were killed by Israeli soldiers and 7 others injured. One of the dead protesters was a 14-year-old boy. Schultz will visit some Arab nations in addition to his trip to Israel, looking for backing of a U.S.-sponsored peace proposal for the Middle East. The plan calls for talks on self-rule for the estimated 1.5 million Palestinians. The Executive Board of the Assemblies of God met today to decide if stricter penalties are needed for television evangelist Jimmy Swaggart. A woman who claims she's a prostitute said she performed pornographic acts for Swaggart a year ago. For NewsWatch, I'm Ed McCarthy.
The news about aspirin is startling, but this even surprised me. New clinical studies show Anacin's aspirin formula is more effective than regular strength aspirin, and that means better relief.
Anacin, a better aspirin formula.
From those far-off days of Camelot, John F. Kennedy's reported mistress decides to tell a lie about JFK and the mob, and how Jack's girlfriend allegedly carried secret envelopes between the Oval Office and the mob. People, that's what we're all about.
For the Headline News Network 24 hours a day, call your cable operator.
I may be little, but I'm tough. Better than half those guys, especially Spider Krinsky. He can't dribble for anything. I think Coach keeps me on the bench because I'm small. That makes me so mad. I explained it to Mom. Now she gives me extra big breakfasts so I can grow. Array of hash browns, eggs, the works. I put it away. And I tell Mom that array of hash browns make you taller faster, so she gives me more. Dad says I'm pretty smart for a jock.
My son recommended Preparation H for my hemorrhoids. Why should I listen to a kid? Because that kid is also a doctor.
In a national survey, 2 out of 3 doctors named Preparation H among the hemorrhoid remedies they recommended to their patients in the past year. It often relieves pain and itching for hours, helps shrink swelling of inflamed hemorrhoidal tissue, and soothes painful irritation.
My son is very careful about what he recommends.
Preparation H, recommended by 2 out of 3 doctors.
Doctors know best.
If the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, why swallow cold pills to clear a stuffed nose? Cold pills go down to your stomach, into your bloodstream, and through your body before they get to your nose. But the shortest distance between relief and your stuffed nose is in Dristan nasal spray. Dristan starts to work in seconds. And now Dristan has a special new ingredient to soothe and moisturize nasal passages. Dristan, relief right on the nose.
Hi, Tom. Looks like you beat me again.
No problem, Whitey. Have a sporting news on me. I get it at home, and that's where I'm heading.
I get the sporting news at home, too. But when I'm on the road, I buy it to keep up, especially about you American Leaguers.
Call for a super deal that saves you 75% off the newsstand price.
For 55 issues of the sporting news in 4 easy payments of $7.50. Call now 1-800-257-1234. That's 1-800-257-1234.
We now return to The Law and Jake Wade, starring Robert Taylor. Tomorrow on Little House on the Prairie. A young boy is caught in the middle when tempers flare in Walnut Grove. Then on the Hollywood Jewel, Spencer Tracy and Katharine Hepburn out to prove that all's fair in love, in law, and in laughs. Adam's Rib. It all starts at 9:05 Eastern on the Superstation tomorrow morning.
Hi, I'm John Ritter. And if you have children or grandchildren in high school or college, I'd like to talk to you about their grades. A kid doesn't have to be a genius to have a D average in school. And a D student can't become a genius in a single semester. And yet, C and D students are becoming A students almost overnight. How? Through an incredible 3.5-hour seminar developed by Dr. Claude Olney, a college professor for the past 20 years at one of America's major universities. His seminar, Where There's a Will, There's an A, teaches students how to learn more in less time with higher retention. And the results are incredible.
Before Professor Olney's seminar, I flunked out of school. After Professor Olney's seminar, I've had 19 straight A's and now 1 B.
My grade point average has gone from a 2.1 to a 3.4.
The fact that that could happen at all is amazing to me. The fact that it could happen after 1 3-hour seminar is nothing short of miraculous.
Since I took it 3 semesters ago, I've gotten all straight A's, except for 1 B.
Both the high school and college versions of this seminar are now available on cassettes, along with the seminar manual, and have proven to be even more effective than the live seminar. Look, your children's education is one of the most important contributions you'll ever make to their future. Don't just tell them to get better grades. Give them the tool that makes it possible. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-356-9700. Have your credit card available when you call. Both the high school and college seminars are available on 2 video cassettes or 4 audio cassettes. Both seminars come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So call now, 1-800-356-9700. 1-800-356-9700.
Friday night, Blue Mercedes, Jody Watley, and Bardot are all part of this week's Top 10 Countdown on Night Track's Power Play Dancing. Then count down the year's best with Grammy nominations every other song. And don't forget, we'll be giving away trips to London and Hawaii on Night Tracks, beginning at 11 Eastern on Superstation TBS Friday night.
Saturday, 1 drink is all it takes to transform Jerry Lewis from a geeky college professor into one incredibly hip guy.
It's all straight, baby. Put your arm up there. Right there. Remember how they do that in the movies?
The Nutty Professor, 2 Eastern on the Superstation Saturday afternoon. The Law and Jake Wade will return. Tomorrow, Dominique Wilkins and the Atlanta Hawks battle Chuck Person and the Indiana Pacers. Let's all go to the hoop. 8:05 Eastern tomorrow night.
From those far-off days of Camelot, John F. Kennedy's reported mistress decides to tell a lie about JFK and the mob, and how Jack's girlfriend allegedly carried secret envelopes between the Oval Office and the mob. People, that's what we're all about.
When you're undercover, one of the most dangerous things you can do is pick up the phone. Wise Guy on CBS.
I love VIP treatment, so you come here. Take a look. The Players Club card works at Atlantic City, Las Vegas, Reno, Lake Tahoe, the Caribbean, even on cruise ships. You can stay in one hotel, see a show in another, and dine in still another.
My wife and I spent the weekend in Atlantic City, and we saved over $200.
Call now and find out how you can get 2 free room nights in Atlantic City or Las Vegas when you use our Super Saver airfares.
Hi, it's me, Grandpa, and I'm going to be your host on Super Scary Saturday. This week we are going to see The Thing, a real chiller about a giant frozen vegetable with a taste for human blood. Another competitor.
You got to do something about it, you got.
So join me, Grandpa, for The Thing on Super Scary Saturday.
Noon Eastern on the Superstation Saturday.